What's up, guys? Today we are making chicken. I am so excited because you will never make chicken the same way again. And we are going to start with this fantastic chicken tikka masala. Oh my goodness. And you want to stay until the end because I am going to share with you what I think is the best dish I have made this year so far, hands down. But first, what we need for the chicken tikka masala is 2 kilos of chicken thighs and drumsticks, 2 cups of plain yogurt, 4 tablespoons of lemon juice, 4 teaspoons of ground cumin, 4 teaspoons of ground coriander, 2 teaspoons paprika, 2 teaspoons ground turmeric, 4 tablespoons of grated fresh ginger, 8 cloves of garlic minced, salt and pepper to taste. And if you wish, if you're not making for kids, then you need some chili powder. Again, the measurements might seem a lot because I have a large family and we like to bunch our meals. So yeah, that's why. If you want, you can of course reduce the amount. The holiday season is coming up, guys, and these dishes are going to come through for you. Now, the first thing I want to do is to just mix up the marinade, mix everything together, and then add the chicken pieces, ensuring they are well coated. And I'm going to cover this and refrigerate it for at least 2 hours and preferably overnight to let the flavors meld nicely together. My girl has discovered how to crochet. Actually, it was my mom who was here a few weeks to stay with them, and within like 3 days, she stayed here a few weeks ago for a few days with them, and she taught her how to crochet. It's like she's obsessed right now. You remember the video we did about how grandparents pass on information to their kids? Well, now she's passed on crocheting, and I'm here for that. Now our chicken is nice and marinated and we need to fry it. So I'm going to fry onions in some hot oil. I always have fantastic helpers. I love when these guys get involved with cooking in the kitchen because yeah, that means we are learning every day as we go along. And once the onions are nice and translucent, I'm going to put in the ginger and garlic and spices. Fry everything together until nice and fragrant. Once everything is nice and fragrant, I am putting in the tomato paste. And because it's a bit too thick, I'm going to add in a little bit of water just to make sort of like a thick paste without it getting stuck at the bottom. And I want to cover and simmer this for a few minutes. Now look at this nice and thick sauce. Time to add in the marinated chicken, and I am going to stir this, make sure it's nice and combined, and I'm also going to put in the remaining marinade so that we have a nice thick soup. With this fantastic chicken tikka masala, I am going to make some coconut rice in my instant pot because these two flavors go well together. So I'm just putting in my washed rice, some salt, and the coconut cream, and cover. Oh, this chicken is smelling so delicious. So now that it has simmered and I'm fairly certain the chicken is cooked through, I'm adding in some cooking cream and I'm going to stir and season well. I always make sure I taste my food when I am cooking. I don't like, I know some people actually cook food and up to the point of serving without tasting. I don't know how people do that. Let me know whether you're a taster or a non-taster. And it's ready. Oh my goodness. See how thick this soup is. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Now let's taste it. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my word. You guys, you have got to try this recipe. I'm telling you, we pay good money for chicken tikka masala and it's so easy. I would pay money for this. Taste it, try it. Okay, first try it and then you taste it. And now let's make this delicious crispy garlic Parmesan chicken wings. These are fantastic for, let's say, if you're having guests over, as bitings, as snacks, or even as a main meal. It's up to you. The first thing I want to do is to wash my chicken. By the way, I'm going to wash all my chicken in all these recipes. I just decided to show you one because washing is washing. Some people don't wash. We've had that discussion before. I personally like to wash my chicken with water and then with white vinegar because I like it. I think it's better. I don't know what you think. And of course, I make sure to wash my sink thoroughly with hot soapy water. I look forward to the day I will have, have you ever seen those YouTube videos where guys have those fancy schmancy taps that you just pull and then you pour water all around and then you feel so fancy and gisty? One day when I grow up. In the meantime, I work with what I have. Now, for the ingredients for our crunchy, crispy garlic Parmesan chicken wings, we are going to need, of course, the wings, which I'm going to split at the joints and discard the tips. And we're going to need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons paprika, salt and pepper to taste. And later on, we're going to need 1 cup of Parmesan cheese, which you can buy, guys, at any supermarket, Naivas, Carrefour, Quick Mart. I'm not sure about Quick Mart. But guys, these ingredients you can find, okay? Some butter and some parsley. Those are later for garnish. You can do this, guys. These recipes are easy to make. Once I've finished cutting up the wings, I'm going to dry them with a paper towel so that I get rid of the excess moisture. And then I'm going to put some flour on a plate and season it with paprika and mix well. Because I want to use the air fryer for this recipe, I am going to oil the rack where I'm going to put the chicken so that the pieces don't stick. If you don't have an air fryer, you can use an oven. Very, very easy. Just roast it in your oven, okay? Now, my dry wings, I'm going to dip them in the seasoned flour and shake off the excess and put them on the rack. And basically just air fry them for about 25 minutes. But I'll make sure I turn them halfway so that they're cooked on both sides nicely and crisply. Meanwhile, because I want to serve this sort of like an appetizer or just a light meal, I want to serve it with a roasted red and yellow pepper salad. Okay, and it calls for roasted peppers, so I want to put them in the air fryer once I remove the wings. So I'm using the tray here and I'm washing them and cutting them into half and arranging them on this air fryer tray. Now that the wings are nicely cooked and crispy, I want to put in the peppers, and for the air fryer I'm going to use the broil function. For the garlic parmesan sauce, I want to melt some butter in a pot, and once it has melted I'll add the parmesan cheese, the grated one, and then I'm going to mix and pour over the wings and mix well. I mean, it's that simple. We're just flavoring the already cooked wings. Guys, one thing I want to encourage you, sometimes I used to be like this, like I would get intimidated like when I see a recipe and I'm like, I've never maybe bought Parmesan cheese, or I've never bought, so I'm like, this is not for me. But again, at the risk of repeating myself, at your local supermarket you can find these ingredients, and I like the challenge of using new ingredients that I've never used before, because we're just expanding what we already know and giving our families new and different and exciting meals. Let me know if you're also intimidated by new ingredients and how you go about it. This pepper salad also needs a balsamic vinaigrette just for a dressing, and what I did is I took an old salad dressing bottle and I poured in some balsamic vinegar, some oil, mustard and honey, and I'm going to shake it to mix nicely. Okay, if you have some minced garlic, you can also add in, and salt and pepper to taste. One thing I advise, always taste your dressing before you pour it on your salad. And look at that. Wow, what a great appetizer or snack. So colorful, so vibrant, so worth it. So now let's make ourselves some crunchy chicken burgers. What we need for this is half a kilo of chicken breast cut into 6 large pieces, salt and pepper to taste, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons paprika, 2 eggs well beaten, 2 cups of breadcrumbs, oil for deep frying, some burger buns, lettuce leaves, sliced tomatoes, sliced red onions, and sliced cheese. It's optional. It's at Naivas, it's at Carrefour, it's at your nearest supermarket. You can find it. So firstly is to cut the chicken breast into 1/2 inch thick pieces just large ones. Just make sure they're not too thick. 1/2 inch is a good size. Okay, then I'm going to pour in my flour into a plate and season it with paprika. In another plate, I'm going to beat the egg, and in a third plate, I'm going to put in breadcrumbs and season them with salt and pepper. And here's the easy part. So I'm just going to dip the chicken breast into flour, shake off the excess, then put it into the egg, make sure it's nicely coated, put it in the breadcrumbs, make sure I pat the breadcrumbs to stick completely onto the chicken, and fry. This recipe is so easy, but oh so delicious. While the chicken is cooking, I want to make a creamy honey mustard sauce to put on the burger, because this one just elevates this dish. For this, I'm going to need 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 4 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, any mustard, guys, it is there, you can find it, 2 teaspoons of honey, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, salt and pepper. Mix. You have the best tasting creamy sauce ever. Once the chicken is done, I just like to cut it into in the thickest part of it, and just make sure that the juices in there are running clear. They're not colored, bloody colored or anything, because then that means the chicken is cooked through and through. Please make sure you do this. Salmonella is not your friend. So now I've cut up my tomatoes, onions, lettuce is clean. Let's assemble this burger. But before that, I want to slice up my burger bun and spread some butter and toast it on a hot pan, so that once I put the creamy mustard sauce, it doesn't get soggy. This is an important step if you don't like soggy burgers. And now let's assemble. First, we put the sauce on the burger bun, then some lettuce, then the chicken, then some sliced cheese if you're using, then tomatoes, then onion, 1 more lettuce, and the sauce on the other side of the bun, and boom, stack it, eat it, love it. I'm going to serve these burgers with a salad. Yes, and wow, double wow, the taste. Oh my goodness, this is better than store-bought. This is another dish you have to promise me that you're going to try. It is so easy, you guys. This took me like an hour to make, and an hour is a short time considering how tasty this is. Even maybe 45 minutes. Now, the kids are away at the farm, so this is basically just dinner for my hubby and I. And what I'm going to do is just enjoy a romantic evening with my special person, because I can, and because while the cat is away, the mice will play. And speaking of playing, yes, we've decided to end the evening with a nice TV session. Yes, because oh my goodness, how often do you like have the house all to yourself? This is a rare moment, guys. Let us enjoy it. Shh. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the best dish I have made this year, hands down. Yes, some of you might agree, some might not. Let me know what you think. But this is a mango coconut chicken curry. Yes, I said mango and coconut and chicken in the same sentence, but don't let the mangoes fool you guys. This is so good. So for this, we are going to need some 2 kilos of boneless chicken breast cut into bite-sized pieces, some oil, 3 large onions, finely chopped because I'm using 2 kilos of chicken, so it's a large amount, okay? 6 cloves of garlic minced, 2 tablespoons of grated fresh ginger, 5 tablespoons of curry powder, 2 cans of coconut milk, 2 large ripe mangoes peeled and diced, 3 red bell pepper. You can also put some yellow pepper if you like, 3 tablespoons of fish sauce. It's optional, but it really elevates the flavor. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, salt and pepper to taste, and you can serve it with chapati. Oh my goodness, are you ready? So, in a large pot, I'm heating oil over a medium heat, and I am going to add onions, fry them until they're transparent, and then I'll add garlic and ginger and the spices until they are fragrant. Once that's done, I'm going to put in the chicken pieces and fry them until they are browned on all sides, and then add the coconut milk, cover and simmer for a few minutes until the chicken is nicely done. I would give this simmering part maybe about 10 to 15 minutes. The good thing is that the chicken pieces are small, so they are going to cook well. We just want to make sure they are nicely cooked. I am serving all this deliciousness with even more deliciousness in terms of chapatis. Oh my gosh, I love chapatis. If you'd like to see a detailed video on how to make chapatis from beginning to end, step by step, very easy, I'll link that video here. Once the chicken has simmered, I'm going to add in the peppers and mango pieces, stir and cover until the mango is soft but the bell peppers are still tender and still a bit crisp. Then I'm adding our brown sugar and the fish sauce and salt. Mix, 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 and cover to simmer for 2 more minutes, and we are done. Oh my goodness. Call CNN, call BBC, call everybody. Guys, I could not stop eating this meal. I mean, I ate bowl after bowl. Let me just confess, I ate bowl after bowl. Oh, especially with these chapatis. Oh my goodness. If you try no other dish here, try this one. Let me know. Don't make boring chicken anymore. This is it. This is it, guys. And if you'd like to see some amazing breakfast recipes, I have a whole compilation for you in this video. Don't make boring breakfast either. I'll see you over there. Bye.